silly doggy. God be with you.
Greeting.
Good evening. What do you need?
What's it like serving Lord Semi?
I can't complain. The old lord's such a good sort. I hardly ever get the chance to hand out a thrashing. And his son, older, well, he's just your typical young lord. He enjoys life, rides through the forests and hunts.
We were attacked by bandits recently by the pond. Do you know anything about them?
I heard about that. And if you were there, you were lucky to make it out with your life. It never used to be like this. It was sleepy as fuck. But the woods have become a dangerous place in the last few months. And there's more than poachers depriving the wolves of prey, and nomads thieving like magpies.
Does Older go to the tournaments? Does he know how to fight?
He's really good with weapons. Captain Gnarly trained him well, but he's never been to a tournament, as far as I know. His father kept him on a short leash, so he could take care of the estate and not go gallivanting all over the place.
I'd like to find those bandits and get revenge from my dead friends.
I'm not surprised, but be careful. We can't be everywhere, and even my lads aren't keen on going in the woods. What's worse, those rocks of ours here make it a bloody maze. We could be searching for cutthroats in there till Judgment Day.
Why didn't you drive out those nomads ages ago?
Like I said, our old lord is a good man and has a soft heart.
So he won't do it?
He won't. In fact, he recently got into an argument with the Troskovitz bailiff, Thrush. I reckon Thrush would string them all up outright if he had the chance. Fortunately, the only gallows are at Trotsky, and only Burgrave Harshek decides who to hang.
What's the Trotsky Burgrave Hashek like?
Quite stern and tough. He hasn't been taking any shit as of late, all because of those attacks and the bandits in the woods.
So he's in charge of taking care of those cutthroats?
Of course. As the Castle Burgrave, he's in charge of the safety in the region.
I'm looking for a friend of mine. A tall, fair-haired young man. Speaks like a nobleman.
Doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid. I definitely haven't seen him. Take care and good night.
Да. Хоча і знайшов вже птачика, все рівно рахує, як він ще не знайдений. Де тут всередині?
What? That's it. Go now.
А він, походу, снідає. А, вже вечеря.
Good day. Hands off the door. All right. Where do you think you're going?
Ясно, зрозуміло.
Almost done.
Так, дещо перевірити. Так. Прийдеться чекати. І варто було відвести всю цю непотрібну тобі цей. Я...
Hail.
What's that?
Ну йди. Там чи що?
You silly doggy.
З приводу одежі. Да. Бруд присутній.
Who just came barging in? What is it you need? You're not alone. Lord be with you.
Have you found Casper yet?
I did. But Henry, be very careful. There's a reason I left Casper for last. The man is a real beast. I just wanted to be sure you had it in you.
And you reckon I do?
Aye. I hope so. What about you? Think you can take him on?
I do.
Then listen up, lad. His band is one of the biggest. But it's not just about them. Casper himself is deadly in his own right. A real beast, like I said. A vicious, cruel bastard who'll stop at nothing to get his way.
Great. Do you at least know how to get to him?
Unfortunately not. I'd love to help you, but I don't know how. I've always been a bit leery of the fucker myself.
Where should I look for Casper and his band?
From what I hear, they've holed up in a forest near Apollonia. Be careful. The rocks are treacherous. It's easy to lose your way, even in broad daylight. And if you go there at night, be bloody careful, you hear?
Aye, I understand. Why is he hiding there of all places?
Weren't you listening? It'll be bloody hard to find them there. And to make it there unnoticed will be damned near impossible. What's more, I heard they recently got their hands on a fine bit of loot, so I guarantee they'll be keeping close watch over it.
This is starting to sound more and more like a suicide mission.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it out. I believe in you, lad.
One more time. Where exactly is Casper's camp?
At the edge of Apollonia, head as far north as you can. You'll find it around there somewhere.
So this Casper of yours, what can you tell me about him?
He's a greedy old bastard, I'll tell you that. He'll sell his own soul for a couple of groschen. And he don't trust nobody. You touch his money, and you might as well dig your own grave.
And there's still people left in his gang.
Laugh all you want, lad. I once saw him kill a man in cold blood, just because he thought he'd skimmed off the loot.
And did he?
No. They didn't find anything. But it didn't make much of a difference to the poor dead bloke.
That's everything I need to know. Wait, one more thing. What do you want me to bring you of his?
I'd trust you now, even if you didn't bring anything back. But since you asked, bring me his gold ring. You'll know it when you see it. Big and square.
Have a soft spot for trinkets, do you? Didn't expect that of you.
That fucker put it on every time he wanted to bash someone's teeth in. The edges are quite sharp. And I've got an old souvenir from him myself. Just under my ear.
All right. If I come back in one piece, I'll bring you Casper's ring.
See you soon, my friend.
Так. Та мені куди? А, ну там я вже ж побував. поперебивав деяких. Ось коняк. Яка. Ну його лісом.
Quick!
Go!
I'll kill you. Alert!
Ух, йохраний бабай, куди я впав. Я пошуміть. Краще збережуся. Та давай спою. От так от. О, той ще навіть не цей. Не встав. Ну, зразу я пройду його.
Everyone! Yes, you bastard! Attack! Come and help us!
От так от. Спить. І це все? Ні, там ще спить. Що тут забрати? Це... Так, не потрібно. І вони якісь занадто бідні. Занадто бомжі. О, меч. І собі тесак. Теч. Це боєприпаси для зброї чи що? Да. Кубка залізячий каміння, зв'язана в вузол. Близько вона понівечить будь-кого, але на віддалі з неї майже нема користі. Цікаво. добре спить. Добре, спи. Зразу поскладуватися потрібно. Забрати. Ну і тут все. І цей пішов спати, добре. А, скриня ось. Та є. Є ще хтось? Чи нема? По їжі 73. Принаймні зараз нікого я не бачу. Так. От також відновилося. От і добре. Шкода, що ці не можна забрати кухлі. Як їх там правильно називають? Ну, можна, в принципі, тоді відправлятися.
Whoa, whoa.
Поки він там. Так.
What are you doing here?
Ти що? ні до цього, рудого.
Good afternoon.
Casper is with the Lord now.
That's the last flea out of the mattress. Good job, Henry. What about the ring? Have you got it?
I've got it here.
Aye, that's the one. Nice and shiny. It matches my eyes, don't you think?
Do you think I could have it?
I don't know. I was going to keep it for myself, since the bastard left a scar on me with it. But all right, you rid the world of that bastard, so I suppose you deserve it.
Thanks, Gilles. If Casper was the last of your band, then we've got them all.
Indeed. The local lords can rest easy once again.
And what about you?
Aye. Me too, for that matter. If you hadn't taken care of them, it'd just be a matter of time before they came to take me out. I'm nothing but a bloody turncoat to them now. And the punishment for that is harsh. On both sides. So thanks, Henry.
What's next for you?
Now? Serving Lord Samine. Now that I've put my past to rest, hopefully he'll be able to trust me.
That'll be quite the change, no?
Yeah, it sure will. I just wonder if I'm not too old. If it's not too late for me already. I don't know if I can get used to it, but I reckon we'll see.
I appreciate your thanks, but I'd say I deserve a reward for this as well.
Don't worry. Lord Samine gave me something to give you after you'd finished. Here you go.
Now that's more like it. Well, I suppose this is goodbye.
Maybe we'll see each other at Samine's wedding. And if not, come and see me anytime. You're good, Henry, I'll give you that. But there are still things I can teach you.
I'd like to learn something.
І що
What is
він
this
навчить? Прямо голіруч, крадійство, непомітність.
I'd like to improve my swordplay.
Fine. But it'll take some time.
I'd like to learn...
What do you want to...
I'd like to learn how not to cause a stir on the street.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick. But it'll take time to learn it.
I'd like to learn...
What are you interested in?
Come on now. You've no business here.
I reckon you've got a few tricks in your pocket to get into other people's pockets.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick. But it'll take time to learn it.
I'd like to...
What are you in...
Show me a wrestling trick.
Well, are you going...
All right, I'll show you
away
something.
with ya?
But you need time for it.
Та в те я йду вже. Я вже завершив те, що хотів з ним. Що ж, походу я вже всі тут завдання особо повиконував. Тут нема нічого. Тут також. Хіба що можна завітати до того птачика. Цей лагер. Подивитися, він там, не там.
Quick! Ka! Go! Go! Quick! Go! Ka! Ka! Quick! Whoa, whoa.
Так, Тейлегер десь тут повинен бути.
Camp's abandoned,
Oh.
and Capon is gone. I hope nothing happened to him.
Ну да. Цікаво, що було б, якби я не відався до початку того завдання по пошуку звіролокрадів. В принципі, можна і через Коваля зараз піти. Хоча... можна виконати зараз це завдання врешті-решт. Когось вони вже прикінчили. Коника шкода. Іди спати вже. І також, от і все. Це мене забрати. Непогано так. Ах ти ч. Зброю, чи я підняв? Да все рівно. Ось. І все. Мало м'яса. Йо. Та вже місця нема. Капець. Ну, да. Місце не резинове у мене. Дофіга. Як нормально так вирішити дане питання? Можна було б і це скинути. Все рівно 9 кіло лишні. 58. Дійсно, можна було б і обожратися. 5 кіло ще. Ще кіло. О, напився як свиня. Ну і вміння прокачаю. Туєцьке щастя. Що краще, не цікаво. Я бабай. Тут же я можу забрати? Так, можу. Кабіна не потрібна. О. Рівно дофіга. Ну да, це ж м'ясо в мене немало. Є ще похмілля є. П'яніння. принципі, не варто продавати це все добро.
Quick! Go! Whoa!
Ні. Та є.
We should get another copy.
А,
The
він
last
типу
person I saw this hammered was the priest during Easter.
10 вже, а він нічого не працює. О, вже.
My God, you're all covered in blood.
Йой. Зараз умиюсь. Де у нього? Прийдеться в стопу. А він не бігає.
Ah, drunk as a lord, I see. What
Ну
would
да,
you
ну
like?
да.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
От і все. До речі, ще мед можна скинуть на коня.
Go! Go!
А, це цей чоловік. Це його потрібно.
Whoa!
Приспати.
Whoa!
Йой, це що, остання збережівка, яка була? Да, ні.
Hail Mary, and the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. Hail.
Who are you praying for?
For my son. Yaroslav.
How come he's buried there and not at the cemetery?
He died during birth and was never christened, so he couldn't be buried in the cemetery.
God have mercy. I'm sorry about that.
Aye, me too. If it hadn't been for that treacherous old hag, he wouldn't be here under a tree. He'd be in the churchyard, as he ought to be. The poor, innocent soul. Or standing right here next to me.
Old hag? Who are you talking about?
The midwife, Bozhena. My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhena is an unclean woman and a witch. Only this time, something went wrong. Of course I wasn't there, being a God-abiding man. I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa! Send for Bozhena! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhena came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off it was a boy. Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhena's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
I'm sure Bozhena didn't want to hurt your son. She was trying to help.
Help? By killing my son and condemning him to damnation? I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him, make sure he gets to heaven. And you know what Bozhena did?
What?
Not a thing. She looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damned thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So don't you tell me Bozhena was trying to help. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have done more to her, so she'd know how I felt.
Look, I understand your pain, but it wasn't Bozhena's fault. She saved my life when I was wounded and lost in the woods. She's a good soul.
That's all well and good. But believe me, that witch will never wash clean her sins.
I'd like to ask you more about your son, Yaroslav, if that's all right with you.
Ask away.
When did your son die?
Well, Yaroslav would have been 5 years old now.
What about your other children?
One of my daughters got married and moved out. Marushka and Olina are still here. Once they get married, I'll be left all alone on the farm.
Why? One of them could live on the farm with her husband, couldn't she? Lots of fellows would give the right arm for a place like this.
Aye, true enough. Only a father should pass his livelihood on to his son, goddammit! Don't tell me it's different where you come from.
Well, I only got to know my father recently. He's the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Well, you do look like a man with blue blood. That I can't deny.
Well, thanks, but actually I'm a bastard. My ma was a commoner, so she couldn't marry Sir Radzig. Fortunately, his loyal subject Martin took her in and raised me like his own.
Out of duty?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. But however it started, they became close. And later, when they died, Sir Radzig took charge of me. So actually, I have two fathers.
God's will. There are times I wish I'd died before Yaroslav. I'd have saved myself all the misery since then. And all that's still to come.
I don't have any more questions. Thanks. Your farmhands murdered Roman and abducted Pavlena, the herb woman's daughter.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
Straw admitted everything, so I dealt with him according to the law.
Jesus Christ! Why would they do something like that?
They did it to get in your good books. For taking revenge on Bozhena.
My God! I never wanted anything like that. When I get drunk, I curse her, aye, but I never wanted anyone to kidnap her daughter or murder anyone. I didn't put anyone up to it. They did it on their own, and it's their own bloody fault. Jesus Christ! That's the last thing we need, a mess like this. I have to square things up with Thrush.
Так, пишемо на скоток.
Look, I know relations between you and Bozhena the herb woman aren't good. But it's time to put an end to the animosity.
Where are you going with this? That witch deserves no pity.
I understand your bitterness, and I'm sorry about your son. Bozhena would certainly have saved him if she could. But whatever happened between you, it has to end now. Bozhena came very close to losing her daughter on account of your feud. Your farmhands abducted her, and they killed her sweetheart.
But I had nothing to do with that. They did it of their own free will, not on my orders.
That means nothing. They did it because of you. They wanted you to be indebted to them.
But that's not my fault, and I don't see why I should have to make up with Bozhena on account of it.
Well, whether you ordered it or not, you're still guilty. Like it or not, you've got blood on your hands. Roman is dead. Dead. You understand? Dead because of some old feud he had absolutely nothing to do with. And neither had Pavlena.
Fuck! You're right. I'll send Bozhena compensation. I never wanted anything to happen to her daughter, and she's the one who suffered most from that banishment. She can't have been more than 10 years old. I give my word that I won't do anything bad to them, and those two fools of hands, they won't show up here again. And if they do, I'll haul them off to the bailiff myself.
I've already dealt with your hands.
Oh. Good. Good. But my offer still stands. Bozhena and Pavlena could return to the village.
Very well. It's about time this chain of vengeance was broken for good. Give me the money, and I'll take it to Bozhena. But God alone knows whether she'll forgive you.
Thank you. It's time for us all to get on with our lives. I hope Bozhena will understand that.
В принципі, цього варто було очікувати, що то декілька кінцівок вирішення даної проблеми. Так що, в принципі, мене було і раніше сюди заскочити до нього і поговорити.
Ka! Ja! Quick! Quick! Go! Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
Так, стосовно тої навички. Основmost. Я ж взяв залицяльник на всяк. Да. Харизма. Нормально. Так, а це уже похмілля.
Henry,
About Yakesh.
is it done?
I didn't kill him, because I finally managed to get him to agree.
Agree? On what?
I told him everything, and it was clear from his reaction that he wasn't directly to blame. His farmhands did it all by themselves. He was so sorry that he gave me coin for you and Pavlena in recompense. It's quite a lot of money. Pavlena could use it.
And you really believe him? That he'll leave us alone?
Well, I don't think he'll ever forgive you. But I believe he won't try to hurt you anymore.
I hope you're right. I'd hate to regret it later. Thank you, Henry. If it wasn't for you, I'd have lost my daughter. You should keep half the coin.
No, I can't accept it. Pavlena will need the money more than I do.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Keep it.
Henry, what would we do without you? God himself must have sent you to us. If it wasn't for you, I'd have lost my daughter. I'll be forever grateful to you. If you need anything, come and visit us. We'll be happy to see you. It was good to see you, my friend.
I'd like to learn something.
And what?
Show me which
Nормально.
herbs you pick.
Great. Let's get to it. Silly doggy.
I'd like to learn.
Yeah.
What are you...
Alchemy is still for.
All right.
Добре. Так, а ще Павлена.
You're always welcome here, good sir.
So, how are you doing?
Well, not bad, all things considered. I mean, with all that happened over the past few days.
I understand. I didn't want to upset you. I was just wondering if you had everything you needed and so on.
You're so sweet, but we're doing all right. Don't worry about us. What we need and can't make ourselves, we buy. We earn some coin from my baskets and Mother's medicines, but mostly we live off what the forest provides. Ma taught me about every flower, root and mushroom, so I pick a lot of things. Ma can cook a hare like no one else, so I bring a lot of them. I can hit one at 30 paces. Sometimes we even eat venison. I can shoot a deer at 50 paces, but don't tell anyone.
Of course. You can trust me. Hitting a hare at 30 paces. That's some serious marksmanship. I'm not sure I could do it. Perhaps you could teach me a few tricks.
I'd be happy to, but don't expect any miracles. You just need to know your way around the forest and practice a lot. And when you live alone in the forest, you've got plenty of time for that.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Непогана кількість навичок.
If you're good with a bow, I'd like to learn.
All right, I'll show you something, but you need time for it.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested?
I reckon you've got a few.
All right, I'll show you something.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested?
Show me which herbs you pick.
All right, but it'll take some time.
I'd like to learn something.
There's no time for...
А, типу вже не час. Куди ти, йокарний бабай? І коні 8 і 58. Так, гранні кості, які вони у мене тут? Королівська, лю... Невдачі, парних, тягання. І випадає одиниця. А, тут нікого нема.
Something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
З цим завершив я. Лишилося лише ця. Я через коваля піду. Ти мені. Збійники. Це великий і хто товариш ярди. Ну ви самі запросилися гниди. Так. Давай. Давай, візьми його, рябко. Ну, а ти де? Умазав. І все. Самі напросилися. Так, де той? Ярда. Куди він же скотився? На. Куди? Підбіг.
So I went to see my mother, and
Перейти Сімону відправлятися. Бачу, що тут по цьому. Тут один. Добре. Нормально.
Greetings. What do you need?
Can we go to Semin now?
I see you're already dressed to the nines. Looking like you do, you'll have the girls swarming all over you.
Good to hear. Should we go?
Hold your horses for a while, Henry. I need to wash and change too, and then we can go.
Welcome, blacksmith. We were beginning to worry.
I bet you were. I'm bringing a wedding present.
Look who's finally here. Welcome, Radovan. And Henry.
Sir?
Well, do you have it?
Of course. Your son deserves the best. You can take it.
No, hold on to it. I'd be glad if you gave it to Older yourself.
I'd be honored.
Has Lord von Bergov arrived yet?
Henry, that's none of your business.
It's all right, Radovan. I understand his curiosity. Lord von Berghoff isn't here yet, but Chamberlain Ulrich assures me he'll arrive any moment now.
Sir, could I ask you to introduce me to Lord von Bergov?
God's nails. I'm sure his lordship will have nothing better to do than talking to my apprentice.
We'll see, Henry. Now, unfortunately, I have other things to attend to. What are those beggars still doing by the gate? I thought I made it clear I wanted them gone, didn't I?
I drove them off, but they came back. They just won't take no for an answer.
At least close the gate for now so the guests don't see them. They must be gone before Sir Otto arrives. Do you understand?
Oh dear, you seem rather worried. Would it have to do with your guest of honor?
I'm afraid of it ending up in disgrace. I wouldn't want Sir Otto to take offense and leave before he gives Older his blessing.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, Henry. It's nice of you to offer your help, but I can't ask that of you. What kind of host would that make me?
Don't worry about it, sir. Since Henry is volunteering, why not take up his offer? If he proves himself, you can introduce him to Lord Van Berghoff as a reward, if that's what he wants.
I promise I won't bring shame to you.
Oh, we'll see. I've got to make some arrangements with the cook, but come and see me later. In the meantime, you can introduce yourself to the bailiff's son, Svatopluk, over there. You're the same age, so I think you'll get along just fine.
That's right, Henry. Svatja. He's fun to be around. God's nails, I'll bet he'll show you the prettiest girls around.
There's plenty of other entertainment, too. Bailiff Thrush is holding a dice tournament, and Captain Gnarly a dueling contest. In short, a proper wedding. Eat and drink to your heart's content. Rejoice. It's a big day for Samin.
One more thing, sir.
What else? Did I forget something?
They're, weapons.
Yes, of course. Please leave your weapons with Tuma. You surely understand, it's for security.
All our weapons?
Well, the wedding present is an exception, of course. Keep it safe, Radovan.
Значить, типу, не потрібно мені все-таки допомагати з тими жебраками. Так, зброю вони вже всю забрали, да.
Look who's here. Welcome, Radovan.
How's it going, groom? How's your health?
I don't know who I pity more, Mishka or Wojtek.
Definitely her. He's so...
Hey, I know you. You fought with us at the tavern.
Well, sorry about that.
Ah, you have nothing to apologize for. Unlike that friend of yours. He started it all.
You mean Sir Hans? Aye, he can be a bit hot-headed.
Pretty haughty, too. But he punched me good, I'll give him that. And you fought bravely, too. You were outnumbered, but you still gave us a run for our money.
What can you do? I had to defend my lord.
So he really is some kind of nobleman, is he? Huh. Well, I'll be damned. I hope he forgets it quickly. Anyway, as far as you and I are concerned, let's let bygones be bygones. All good?
It's all good.
See? I'm no idiot. I just can't stand stuck-up fellas. And you're not one of them, are you?
I hope not.
I know you're not. You're a good lad, I can tell. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Svatya. The pretty girl getting married today is my sister.
So I've heard.
This is Vitek.
We know each other. Henry saved my pa's hide from the wolves.
I heard about that. First the wolves and then the injured leg.
And that was just the beginning.
Aye, that's my pa, and his drinking. Well, I'm afraid he's not going to fare much better today. He was asking after you. Did you talk yet?
О, буде якийсь цей... Якась відповідь чи що?
Not yet.
If you want to talk to him, you'd better hurry up. Knowing him, he'll be sloshed in no time.
Quiet, you two. Sakura. Now I don't know what he said to her. Christ. Look at her face.
Whose?
Look over there. That pretty girl and the sad sack trying to impress her.
That's our friend, Wojtek.
What's it about?
When some poor lass catches his eye, he buzzes around her like a wasp.
And makes an incredible fool of himself.
And who's the girl?
Mishka. Her ma is old Samin's cook. That asshole Wojtek thinks he's going to win her over with some idiotic verse.
What a dolt.
So, you could do better?
I didn't...
Jesus Christ! There's an idea! Let's bet on who has a better chance with Mishka. Vulgar Wojtek or handsome Henry.
I'd like to see that. You're on.
My money's on Henry. 10 groschen. So off you go, dust off your hose, tuck in your shirt, and go and win her heart.
I'll wager 10 groschen he fails.
All right. I could...
Fantastic. I knew right away you'd be up for a bit of fun.
Wait, though,
Stop dilly-dallying and go and get her! Before Wojtek wears her down!
Is there any point in trying to get a word in?
None. That's our Svatya for you.
Ah, bugger off. It'll be a laugh.
What's Wojtek even saying to her?
Зараз схожу до того ловчого. Поговорю з ним. Де він?
Promise me you'll try not to get us drunk.
Henry! Finally! You've no idea how happy I am to see you again!
Likewise. How are you?
How can I put this? I'm in a fix.
Oh? What happened this time?
Look around you. This much booze. This won't end well. You have to help me.
Like how?
How? You have to make sure I don't get drunk. If you see me with booze in my hands, don't let me drink it, or it'll end badly for me.
So I'm supposed to follow you around and mind you like a child?
Well, I'd surely appreciate it.
Йоп вашу мідь.
All right then. There's nothing else for it. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Sure.
Варто все-таки було поговорити спершу з дівчиною, а вже потім до нього йти.
Something sweet. Anything you want. Oh, Mishka, dearest. You give me no rest.
Really? Isn't it the other way around?
You keep me awake at night.
You poor thing. Try a decoction of Melissa and Valerian.
How I long to hold you tight.
I can hardly breathe as it is.
Great things.
How I long to kiss your lips. And, put my hands on your hips.
Enough. I can't listen to another word.
That makes two of us.
And you are who?
I'm Henry.
What do you want here?
To rescue a damsel?
There's no damsel here that needs rescuing.
The damsel has a voice and a name.
And may I know it? Or is that impertinent?
Mishka.
Now look here.
Anything wrong?
I spoke to her first.
Are we on the marketplace here?
You think you can amuse Mishka more? That's a joke.
I don't know. I'd like to try it.
Another one?
Be my guest. I was just reciting Mishka a lovely poem. So let's see if you know any.
Гаманці місяця, це як та срака. Мишку вірші не цікавлять.
Leave it off. Mishka's not interested in any poems.
Finally. Thank you.
Mishka, is it true?
Aye. And if you didn't listen only to yourself, you'd realise that.
But I thought you liked it.
Well, do you know what it means to think?
I don't understand this at all. But girls like poems. All of them. Ma said so.
Recite to your ma, then. And give her my greetings.
But...
Sorry I didn't realise right away.
Better late than never. Wojtek still hasn't figured it out, though.
But...
Hey, come along with me, Henry.
Fucking hell. See what you did? Mishka would be mine if it wasn't for your meddling.
Йоп вашу міч. Мені й того рятувати треба, і з Мішкою поговорити також. Так, в принципі... Статику напейтеся. Де це остаток? Стоїть. Мене не переживати поки що.
Isn't it better here?
It's a nice place. Thanks for showing it to me. It's definitely quieter here.
I come here when I want to be alone. Or when I'm washing laundry.
You want to be alone? At a wedding?
It's not bad. I like weddings. Only fellas like Wojtek spoil the fun for me a bit. Every time. Some fella comes sniffing around me, telling me how pretty I am, how clever, how well I dance. Or about how he's so rich, smart, and God knows what else.
Those are the worst.
You can talk. It took you long enough to wise up too.
But I did in the end.
And I'm grateful to you for it. If you hadn't come along, Wojtek would still be bending my ear. Enough of that. I'd rather hear about you. Like, where you're from, what you're doing here. You're not a local. I'd know you if you were.
Where am I from?
Unless it's a secret, of course.
I'm from Skalitz.
And what's this Skalitz of yours like?
Very nice. Pa had a decent forge there.
Had. But he doesn't anymore.
No. Skalitz was torched to the ground, and we had to flee.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't want to bring up sad memories. Wouldn't you like to dance? It'll take your mind off things.
Gladly. May I have the honor?
And do you know how? Or will you stamp on my slippers?
Oh, I reckon I can manage a few steps. I haven't tried it for a while.
Don't worry. It'll all come back to you.
Care to dance?
Twit. So. And 1, 2, 3, and off we go. See? You're doing pretty good.
Thanks. I'm really trying.
And keep it going then.
And if Henry doesn't fuck up completely, today will be no different. Don't you feel a little sorry for him? I do. But we can't help it. Unless you know a girl who's desperate enough to get off with him. But Wojtek is not me. The other day I caught
Thanks, Henry. I enjoyed the dance.
От і добре. Так. Про це в остаток. Це не п'є, то добре.
Here, would you look at that? The return of the prodigal son. How did it go?
Mishka's a nice girl. I'm glad I got to know her.
I don't doubt it. Where did you two go? Took you a while.
No, we were just talking, really.
Talking? Is that all?
That's all.
Give him a break. Not everyone's a blabbermouth like you.
Either way, it looks like I won the bet, Svatya.
That's true. Oh well, we have to drink. To the newlyweds' health.
That's what everybody here drinks to. Let's drink to us, fellas.
Треба було краще підготуватися.
I should go and see Lord Semi. He looked worried, and I promised I'd help him. He'll introduce me to Lord von Berghoff in return.
So good.
Так.
I'm here to help you, sir.
I said you didn't have to.
Oh, I made a promise. Is this about the beggars by the gate?
That too, but I'm more worried about my wayward relatives and their insatiable thirst.
You mean Yurko and the Moravians?
Oh, what did I do to deserve a nephew like him?
I'll try to keep an eye on them. Maybe I'll be able to keep them in check.
You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. But don't get your hopes up. Getting between them and booze is asking for trouble.
What about the beggars, sir?
Try asking Tuma, the guard on the gate. Maybe he's figured something out already.
Wouldn't it be enough to give them a bit of food and encourage them to move on?
You think I didn't think of that? Or that I'm a pinch purse?
I certainly didn't mean that, sir.
If it was up to me, they'd all eat their fill. But my cook won't allow it. She cooks well, but she's shamefully stingy.
I'll talk to Tuma and we'll work something out.
Well, try to be done with it before Lord von Berghoff arrives.
Of course.
Thanks, Henry. I appreciate it.
Таки потрібно було відразу брати другий варіант. Так.
You there? A word, if you will.
Так, а це що за завдання? Моравцями. Вартовий. Так. Про... Угу. Тоді сильно мінту використаю. 30 хвилин. Йо, у мене лише одна мінта. Шкода. Так, це в мене все рівно 30 харизма.
Well, well. Look what the cat dragged in.
Easy, gents. I'll come in peace.
You gave me a hammering last time. Well, you'll near be so lucky this time, fella.
You want to fight? Here.
What's the matter? Are you shitting yet? The laddie looks like he's gonna start agreeing.
What?
We're only having you on, pal. It's all water under the bridge. I'm Yurko from Moravia, and these fine lads hail from there too.
I'm Henry, of Scallis.
Well, Henry, come and have a wee drink with us to settle our differences.
Do I even have a choice?
Didn't make a fuss. You might upset me.
Wouldn't want that.
Then get stuck in. Fuck. That pish of yours makes me heave. It's near fit to drink. We have to find something better.
You know why Lord Samin won't give you anything better? Because he's afraid you'll get drunk and start a brawl.
Now look here, you bampot. I'll tell you an age-old piece of wisdom. A dry Moravian is 100 times more edge than a drunk one. So, if you didn't want this place smashed to pieces, bring us some decent liquor.
I see. This is getting serious. And where would I find something?
Something, my ass. We want the good swally we brought from Moravia. Seeing as we can't there be naught but pishy. But old Samin took it from us and hid it in the fortress dunnies.
Dunnies?
The cellars. That old Boddock even put them under guard with our liquor inside.
All right. But how will I recognise this stuff I'm looking for?
I'm sure you'll be able to tell. It's a wee jug. Well, maybe not all that wee.
And who's guarding the cellar?
A guard, of course. He's holed up in there like a badger, gawking at the door and not moving an inch.
I don't think there's much I can do about the guard. Do you have any ideas?
I didn't care. Just get rid of him. Make up some keech so he fucks off. I'll let you in there. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
All right then. I won't let you down.
В принципі, якби у мене було щось нормальне, може получилось би по-іншому пройти дане завдання. Це мені куди топати? Туди? Да. Саменська варта, туди мона.
Everybody's drinking and having a good time, and you're stuck sitting here in the cellar. Aren't you bored?
Don't even get me started. Finally, a proper wedding after all these years, and I'm sent to guard the cellar. So them Moravian drunkards don't drink it dry? And I'm so thirsty, I could suck the damp out of these walls.
I really don't envy you.
Thank you. I feel so much better.
I'd be happy to get you a drink. What would you like?
I'd like a beer. Nice and cool. Frothy. God! Makes me thirsty just talking about it. You know what? Bring me a couple of jugs while you're at it. If I'm stuck here, the least I can do is taste every kind of beer they have there.
All right. I'll try to get you something. Hold on a while.
I have such
Yeah.
rotten luck. Everybody's out getting
Пиво уїзда, турецьке пиво. Паленка. Так, тут турецьке пиво. Турецьке пиво вже є. Ще турецьке. І чийське пиво. Турновське пиво є. Процьковицьке. Просковицьке. Просковицьке є. Вино. Щоб не забрати. Так, далі. Пиво з уїзда. Медовуха. Петросковицьке. Далі. Тут паленка тільки. Пиво з уїзда є. Кажись. Два з уїзда вже. Медуха. Петросковицьке. Ічинське. Ічинське є.
I apologize.
Ічинське, турновецьке є. З уїзда є. Ось це все. Сподіваюся, цього пива вистачить.
I got that beer you wanted.
Let's have it then. The finest beer and the prettiest women. That's Bohemia's gifts from heaven.
Лише одну.
Here you go. Good health. All good?
Well, that's from Troskowitz. From Betty the innkeeper.
You don't like it?
It's kind of watery and tastes pretty flat. You know, Betty cuts corners where she can, so her beer's not up to much. Would you have anything better? To settle my stomach, like?
Wouldn't you rather have something a bit stronger?
What would you have in mind?
Maybe some delicacy from the cellar?
Are you mad? Why do you think I'm guarding here? Old Semyon would have my arse caned for that.
Do you think he'll even notice if a bottle or two goes missing during the wedding?
Well, you might be right, but still.
They'll all drink themselves into a stupor today and won't remember a thing tomorrow. So what are you afraid of?
Well, all right. I don't want to miss all the fun.
My words exactly.
Listen, I'll let you in, so you can grab something quick. But leave the Moravian booze alone. That would really get me in trouble.
Sure. Not to worry.
От. Декілька і візьму, не тільки. Тивуха? А де тут? Паленка. Паленка. Олов'яний глек. Тут нічого я не можу взяти. Платка збережівка.
Here's your liquor, as I promised.
Great. Thanks, lad. But not a word to Lord Samin. You hear me? If he found out I was drinking from his stock instead of doing my duty, he'd have my hide. Farewell, good sir.
Так. Йойкс, це не та паленка, яка треба була. Не бійся, я зараз скину. Не потрібно паленку і все. І закрию. Уфу. Лов'яний глеб. Туфа.
Look what I found for you.
Well, hooray! Bring it on! Well, that's something else. Hail Henry! Come and sit with us and have a swick.
No. Thanks, but I don't drink.
What are you? A fish that subs no but water. Drink up, laddie. It's a polite thing to do at a wedding. To health, God, and Henry.
And to the newlyweds.
To them too. Bottoms up.
Бляха-муха, треба було вартовому допомогти. А ні, все норм. Так, що це? Голод. Так. Дідок. Ловецький половина живає, де Половецький, уранішній відвар. Оголювальний. Ася, ще я ж не взяв цей. Вілля одне.
You're Henry, right? The one who came with the blacksmith.
The one and only.
You came to help me with them beggars?
Lord Samin would be glad if we got rid of them. I was told you'd know how.
It doesn't take a scholar to figure out. They came for alms, that's all. If they get some food, they'll be on their way.
I can give them some of mine.
Some of yours? You're going to spoil them. But whatever, I won't stop you.
Так, 40. Ляся, що в мене 40 кількості нема, хіба що квашену капусту віддавати. У мене ж там меду кучу було.
Now that I think of it, we better give them something else.
I agree.
Бляха-муха. Вантажити, великий. Тут я спробував позбирати тут їдло.
Fuck! I haven't got this drunk since my brother's wedding.
Which brother?
Let me think. Whose wedding was it where I danced on the table without me hose?
Так, трохи цього. О. І пиво їм також передати.
He's dancing with his wife over there.
І тут ще щось. Тих калачів, звісно, немало. Скільки вже? Сирних 3, горіхових 4, 14 поросят.
You'll be fucking sorry.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
А можна і з'їсти. Меду трохи. Скільки тут ще? Сирних 9. 24. А там аж 40. Також заберу. Копченої. Вже стики тут. 28. Так. Плюс-мінус повинно вистачити. Я чогось візьму. Декілька горіхових.
But I don't want to. You're more fun.
Так, цього повинно вистачити вже.
You're Henry, right? The one who came with the blacksmith.
The one and only.
You came to help me with them beggars?
Lord Semine would be glad if we got rid of them. I was told you'd know how.
It doesn't take a scholar to figure out. They came for alms, that's all. If they get some food, they'll be on their way.
I can give them some of mine.
Some of yours? You're going to spoil them. But whatever, I won't stop you.
Ну як своє? А все то, звісно, поназбирував. 20 є. Ковбаси. 9. Паленка, пиво заїзду. Цифри. 6 тих. Тільки їжу, без пива, без алкоголю. Зрозумів. А хліб, яблуко, Настирний. Ківник. Оп.
That should be enough for them. Thanks, lad. Wait for me here. I'll throw it out the gate, and then we'll have a drink.
I can't say no to that.
Damn right you can't.
God's nails, Henry. We're in trouble. You've got to help me.
What's happened?
The sword's gone. Someone must have taken it.
The wedding present for the young lord?
Not so loud, for God's sake. If I don't get it back, the old man will wipe the floor with me. You'll see. He'll make sure I never forge another nail in this county.
And couldn't you have left it somewhere?
Leave behind something so precious? Never. Someone stole it.
Can you remember the last time you saw it?
I don't know. Maybe when we came? I showed it to old Semine. He told me what a masterpiece it was.
I was there. What did you do then?
Then I ate a little something, drank, and went to take a piss.
And you had the sword on you the whole time?
Why would I go to piss with it? I put it down in the grass by the wall.
Aha. Let me guess. You haven't seen it since then?
I've been looking for it ever since.
Did you show the sword to anyone else?
Well... You know, I had to show off a bit. Such a lovely piece of work for Lord Semine himself.
Who were you showing off that sword to?
A few people came to me to see it. A couple of girls. Young lads, too.
Young lads?
Aye, it's true. And one of them was a bit cocky.
What did the lad look like?
I don't know exactly. With all the commotion around here. He was kind of young, you know, a fop. Like a lot of fellas around here.
Well, that could be any one of a dozen.
If I knew exactly which one it was, I'd go and see him myself.
Don't you at least remember how he acted? Something that sticks in your mind?
Well, as I say, he was just cheeky-like. And he had these strange manners. Like one of the nobles. He's been strutting around to impress some wench. The one that lewd Chamberlain brought here, I think.
Ah, I see. I know exactly who we're looking for.
You do?
No, actually. I have absolutely no idea who you're talking about. And what was he wearing? Try to remember.
I know that. He was in yellow. He was well dressed, all right.
I'll try to find the lad. Maybe he'll know more.
If you find my sword on him, hang him by the balls right away.
Остаток вовчий.
Don't even remind me. Really still wasn't enough.
What is it?
Young man, would you dance with my daughter? No one has asked her for a dance yet, and Dubravka is sad about it, even though she's such a pretty girl.
And why isn't anyone dancing with her?
She's so shy. She always sits at the back waiting to be asked for a dance. The cheekier girls always steal all the boys, so the poor thing is left alone.
Indeed. Why wouldn't I dance with her? Well, we can't let her sit in a corner till the end.
She'll be so happy. She's sitting there by the fire, the girl in the purple dress. But be gentle with her, though. She's a sensitive girl.
How are you? I'm Henry.
I'm Dubravka.
Would you like to dance with me?
Dance? With you? I don't know. There's so many people.
Don't worry about the people. You won't notice them once we start dancing. You'll see.
Well, all right.
Lord Semine has really outdone himself with this tournament. They say the winner will go out.
Oh, God, this is punishment.
He gets drunk again.
Then we'll see how long that
А типу вона не вміє танцювати чи що?
God, this is punishment.
Oh, that was beautiful. I haven't danced like this in a long time. How did you enjoy it?
You dance like a fairy, Dubravka.
Truly? No one's ever told me that.
I find that hard to believe.
I'm serious. You're the first. Thank you. Well, I think I'll be going now. But maybe we'll meet again.
Oh, like whisper, thank you. Remove the muscle from this spot.
Ловчого. Так, де тут сам ловчий? Я якось завтикав його минуло цього, з ним поговорить. Чорний. Та, йоли-пали.
He's an old man. Aye. And that's the old bastard.
Excuse me.
If he wanted peace and quiet, he'd
Right
have given it
there.
a rest long ago. You'd have to hear it. He doesn't miss a chance to have a go at anyone. If I'm not wrong.
The greatest
It's been
shade
nearly
is
a
under
year
the
since we got into
candlestick.
that brawl with
Finally,
Jelly off
we're alone.
А, чекоти він.
It still wasn't enough for them.
Відчуваю, через нього знову буде якась бійка.
I'm sure someone was suspicious.
Та я не бачу ловчого, чи то він десь засів. То не він.
I managed to get it on my own. I still don't believe you,
Так,
Betty.
сюди можна? Можна.
To help me with everything. One's already married.
Plenty of time to get married. I just hope she won't end up an old maid. Don't worry your head about that, Betty. I meant well. I will see you.
Попратись можна. Меч пана Семена.
Here it is. But who threw it in here, I'd like to know.
Ой, ёб вашу мить. Бляха-муха, він вже напився.
Hang on, you! Oh, Christ. Look at the state of you, gamekeeper.
Henry!
Stop shouting, for God's sake.
Henry! You promised me you'd watch me. And look. Look at the state I'm in now.
Oh, well. What do we do with you now?
You have to help me get back on my meat.
Meat? What meat?
On my feet, I said. Feet. Henry, have you been thinking?
What, me?
You? What about you? Are you drunk? Or what?
Good God, how am I supposed to help you get back on your feet?
Since you ask. Well, I could use some broth. Strong beef broth. That'll get my blood flowing.
I'll see what I can do. You just stay here and don't budge.
Don't worry. I'm really not going anywhere right now.
Коротше, зараз по-іншому хочу зробити. Хочу по-іншому.
Such a fine wedding, damn it.
Так, зразу їдло понабираю. Так, де цей ловчий? Відразу до нього.
Come here for a moment. You must be deaf.
Де він тут? Ховається. Він вже напився. Ні, його ще тут нема.
Lord von Berghoff is invited as a guest of honor. What would you think if he arrived and it was all ready?
От нікого. Тут також.
Happens with young
Come on, move it, you poor bastards!
А от Ян птачок. Не хочу з ним говорити.
What's it to be, you wretch?
Де він його пали за сілкою? Ловчий.
Shouldn't we watch over Voight?
Так, поїсти.
Big deal. You didn't see him gulping it down. Right out of the barrel. Just like my old man.
Проміть. Я сліпий, чи то він десь заникався. І в кутку хлеще алкашку.
You lad.
With me, you can have whatever you want. What's the magic word? It wasn't easy for me to come here. The old man wasn't happy about it. He probably thought I don't know.
Я просто довго буду крути і дивитися за ними.
Careful.
А от бляхмуха.
You're a fine fella. You know that.
What's this I see, gamekeeper? You didn't hold out for long.
But it wasn't me. No, old Sameen twisted my arm. I couldn't say no to him, could I?
None of that. You asked me to watch you.
Damn it, you're bloody strict. Well, what can I do? Here you go.
See how easy that was?
Я його не побачив.
Hey, young man. He must be deaf. Young man, would you dance with my daughter? No one has asked her for a dance yet, and Dubrovka is sad about it, even though she's such a pretty girl.
Why isn't anyone dancing with her?
She's so shy. She always sits at the back waiting to be asked for a dance. The cheekier girls always steal all the boys, so the poor thing is left alone.
Більше за все її не запрошують, тому що вона погано танцює.
Indeed. Why wouldn't I dance with her? Well, we can't let her sit in a corner till the end.
She'll be so happy. She's sitting there by the fire, the girl in the purple dress. But be gentle with her, though. She's a sensitive girl.
How are you? I'm Henry.
I'm Dobravka.
Would you like to dance with me?
Dance? With you? I don't know. There's so many people.
Don't worry about the people. You won't notice them once we start dancing. You'll see.
Well, All right.
I need to plow too, you know.
You're not going to plough on Sunday, are you?
No, and nor should you.
I don't have a full.
How much longer?
See the priest first. If he says it's all right, I'll be happy to help you.
Oh, God, this is punishment. How much longer?
Oh, that was beautiful. I haven't danced like this in a long time. How did you enjoy it?
You dance like a fairy, Dubravka.
Truly? No one's ever told me that.
I find that hard to believe.
I'm serious. You're the first. Thank you. Well, I think I'll be going now. But maybe we'll meet again.
Так, там закінчили з виданням. Так, Ловче там ще не п'є. Ні. Так, пиво у мене є? Так, є.
Such rotten luck.
Так. Завдання зараз. А, вартовим по...
Everybody's out getting drunk.
The more the guests eat and drink.
Панув. Так, по їжі. 14 смажених порося. Не вистачає.
With whom? With Henry.
But I don't want to. You're more fun. Oh, come on. Just a little while. With me, you can have whatever you want.
Сик уже сики. 16.
What's the magic word? It wasn't easy for me to come here. The old man wasn't happy about it. He probably thought I couldn't watch me, and I'll help him. But I don't want to. You're more fun.
В принципі. Цього всього повинно вистачити. Хоча ще чуть можна взяти. Додатково.
Come on. Just a little while. With me, you can have whatever you want.
В принципі, якби я знав, що таке буде, міг би не продавати то м'ясо.
You're Henry.
The one and
You can't.
Lord Sa-
It does if they.
I can give them some.
Some of it.
Це.
That should be enough for them. Thanks, lad. Wait for me here. I'll throw it out the gate, and then we'll have a drink.
I can't say no to that.
Damn right you can't.
God's nails, Henry. We're in trouble. You've got to help me.
What's happened?
The sword's gone. Someone must have taken it.
The wedding present for the young lord.
Not so loud, for God's sake. If I don't get it back, the old man will wipe the floor with me. You'll see. He'll make sure I never forge another nail in this county.
Couldn't you have left it somewhere?
Leave behind something so precious? Never. Someone stole it.
Can you remember the last time you saw it?
I don't know. Maybe when we came? I showed it to old Semine. He told me what a masterpiece it was.
I was there. What did you do then?
Then I ate a little something, drank, and went to take a piss.
And you had the sword on you the whole time?
Why would I go to piss with it? I put it down in the grass by the wall.
Aha. Let me guess. You haven't seen it since then?
I've been looking for it ever since.
Did you show the sword to anyone else?
Well... You know, I had to show off a bit. It was such a lovely piece of work before Lord Semine himself.
You were pleased with yourself, eh?
Everyone is, when their work is praised, aren't they?
Well, no wonder you didn't know which way was up. The praise made the blood rush to your head. And maybe elsewhere, too.
Don't you worry about my head, damn it. We have to find the sword.
Who were you showing off that sword to?
A few people came to me to see it. A couple of girls. Young lads, too.
Young lads?
Aye, it's true. And one of them was a bit cocky.
What did the lad look like?
I don't know exactly. All the commotion around here. He was kind of young, you know, a fop. Like a lot of fellas around here.
That could be any one of a dozen.
If I knew exactly which one it was, I'd go and see him myself.
Don't you at least remember how he acted? Something that sticks in your mind?
Well, as I say, he was just cheeky-like. And he had these strange manners. Like one of the nobles. He's been strutting around to impress some wench. The one that lewd Chamberlain brought here, I think.
Ah, I see. I know exactly who we're looking for.
You do?
No, actually. I have absolutely no idea who you're talking about. And what was he wearing? Try to remember.
I know that. He was in yellow. He was well dressed, all right.
I'll try to find the lad. Maybe he'll know more.
If you find my sword on him, hang him by the balls right away. How's life treating?
Так.
In, day out.
То
Here it is. But who threw it in here, I'd like to know.
Hey, Henry, my friend.
I see I came just on time.
But Henry, it's nothing. Just enough to quench my thirst. It's damned hot.
None of that. You asked me to watch you.
Yeah. I made my bed. Now I have to lie in it. Here you go.
That's the way, gamekeeper.
Єдить, колотить. Муха. Ось не те з інтернетом. Ось інтернет хворіє у мене.
How's life treating you?
Що ж, тоді я краще на зараз завершу. Всім дякую.